somebody is wiping out all the people in the Bronx so they can build an incredible empire. But my man Trash ain't having it, so it's a fight to the finish right here on I Spit on Your Haircut.
Wait a minute, I hear something.
Dr. Movie! Dr. Movie! Blueberry News! Dr. Movie! Dr. Movie! Yeah!
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Dr. Movie. And, last episode, I kind of went on a whim out there and said, maybe there's a sequel to this 1990 Bronx Warrior movie, even though it didn't come out in 1990, it came out in 1982. And I'll be honest with you, I actually saw today's movie first. I thought it was the other way around. I thought this movie came first and the second one was, the other one. But then I looked at the dates and I'm like, nope. The Bronx Warriors was first. So, but here today, we are talking about the 1983 action sci-fi flick, Escape from the Bronx. So think about that for a minute. All we're really missing, we've got on the boots, we got on the tight pants, we got on a vest. We're kind of a unsung hero. All the locals love you like you're a hero. And the only thing we're missing here is an eye patch, right? For it to be Escape from New York. But no, it's Escape from the Bronx. And yeah, so that's kind of where this one sits. You're just kind of still using the same idea before. Here's the synopsis. A newswoman and a Bronx warrior fight an exterminator of borough residents in the year 2000. So we've jumped 10 years. Even though the movies are 1 year apart, we jumped 10 years to the year 2000, where, this large corporation is making everybody leave that's living in these areas, right? And, hey, we got some why to watch here. It is a 4.7 out of 10, so a little less score than the Bronx Warrior movie. But why to watch? Because it's thrilling, suspenseful, and extreme. I think those are the same three words they used for the other movie. Maybe this is the same reviews. Let's see. This film looks good, fun to watch, has some great special features. He must be referring to maybe a DVD collection or something. Yeah, this is the same one from before too. This film is a comic book. Plenty of action, fun, adventures, thriller, and surprise-filled entertainment. So there you go. Not a lot more to really dwell on here, except let's go back through the cast here because we got some different faces here. Again, directed by our same group, except we've got, for our baddie, we got Henry Silva. Henry Silva from Alligator, or probably best known as one of the bad guys in the Buck Rogers in the 25th Century TV series. That's what I think of when I think of him. So, very distinct features. You can't miss the guy, right? And then we got a whole bunch of Italian actors that I've seen and stuff, but I'm not going to just go through every movie because it's going to be near impossible, because some of these names are ridiculous. But they have been in plenty of low-budget Italian horror knockoff movies, or Italian knockoff movies is the best way to put it. So yeah, we'll just jump into this one. Kind of the same deal. Trash at this point is like a hero, because out of the outcome of the last movie, if you haven't seen that one, you need to check it out. I don't know that you have to have it to understand this movie, but it kind of helps. But Trash becomes like the guy, right? And he's kind of like Robin Hood. Like I said, he's very Snake Plissken-ish. He's kind of the anti-hero because he rides around on a motorcycle. And, you know, times are hard because he don't really have a gang anymore. The gangs are kind of dispersed because of what happened in the first movie. And then you got, like I said, Henry Silva coming in here with all these guys with these silver jumpsuits, which is kind of a going thing when you watch all these Italian movies like this. There's always a bunch of guys with these silver jumpsuits and white helmets running around, or black helmets, take your pick. I think they just use these suits over and over and say, yeah, they look like, you know, no name, no face henchmen, right? That's what they're going for, foot soldiers. And Henry Silva's got them all going out. They've got a little treat truck that's going around with a speaker telling everybody they got 28 hours to get out of the Bronx or they're going to burn it all to the ground, right? So, our man Trash ain't going for that. He don't think that's right. And I love the introduction of Trash in this movie. Because the first movie is like, okay, you don't know anything about him, and you see him kind of build up to being this kind of, you know, macho dude. In this movie, first thing, man, he gets spotted by the police or the army or whoever these people are, and they're chasing him, and there's a helicopter that's chasing him. And this is how bad this dude is. He shot down a helicopter with a pistol. Like 2 shots. And it come crashing to the ground. I'm like, okay, we're saying this guy is either a really, really good shot or extremely lucky. And it wasn't like the helicopter was close. I mean, it was, you know, it was a lot of distance. So, anywho, that kind of cracked me up. I'm like, okay, we're rolling, man. We're not going back from here. This is where we at. And from there, you get a situation where his parents still live in the Bronx. Funny me, I would have thought we were all orphans. We're all orphans. But no, his parents live in town, and apparently, you know, Trash is such a big deal, they've even got a poster, not a picture. It's a freaking poster of Trash on the wall. So I don't know if, you know, there's a merchandise deal or what, but yeah, so they're proud parents. But guess what? Silva and the bunch come knocking on the door, and they blow the door in, blow the house in, and set the parents on fire and kill the dad, and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Well, you can imagine what happens here. Trash ends up finding them, and he's got to get revenge, y'all. And he ends up going to the underground market, which is weird because in the first movie, the gangs ran everything. I guess they're all in hiding now because of Silva and his bunch going around and knocking people off. But it seemed like to me these gangs would have just got together in the first place. There wouldn't have been much to fight against. They could have handled them. Anywho, that's just kind of my inner feelings there. But kind of that same deal again, man. We gotta team up. We gotta fight these guys, right? And that's pretty much where this movie roams, man. And here's the thing. Is it as good as Escape from New York? No. But I dare say it's more entertaining. There's a lot of shooting. There's a lot of people getting caught on fire. There's a lot of people fighting. There's explosions. This movie's got it, man. And, you know, who cares about dialogue and all that good stuff, right? We want action. And you flat get it right here, man. And Trash ends up teaming up with another guy. What was that character's name? Strike. And he's kind of a hired gun as well. Usually just minds his own business. He doesn't fight on certain sides, but they team up and they become a pretty powerful team, along with this news lady who gets involved, who's wanting to tell the real story of what's going on, because you're not, you know, you act like you're taking these people and relocating them to New Mexico and giving them a better life, but really you're just, you know, kicking them out and you don't care where they go. So you get that kind of news report thing where the government or whoever's behind all this is lying, which it's a big corporation, and they're wanting to wipe the place clean and create a super living situation. I mean, you know, so let's kick all the scum out and reclaim this area and make it nice again. And so there's there's that story, right? And you know, there's some underhanded stuff going on there as well. But like I said, Strike and Trash, and then Strike's got a young son that works with him. I don't know if it's a son or he just adopted him or what the story is, and he's like, I don't know, maybe 9, 10, but he's like a explosion specialist. Again, man, what else you want, right? Hey, we all love, you know, Short Round, right? Because of what he could do. Well, what he could do when he was in the Goonies, he wasn't Short Round. But we like that young person that's good at things. Well, this one just happens to be good at blowing things up and setting booby traps. There you go. And so that's kind of where this thing is rolling. And it comes down to a pretty chaotic ending with, you know, big street battle where the gangs finally get some backbones or what's left of them, and they all decide, yep, we need to chip in and get involved. And I don't know, man. I like these movies because you don't have to think about it. You're just watching it, you're enjoying it. Good versus bad, underdog winning the day, all that kind of good stuff, right? And I just kind of, I love the way these movies end too, man. I'm not going to tell you how they end, but I just love this, how abrupt the Italians just end their movies, man. I mean, you could be right in the middle of something and then the end. It's like, holy smokes. So I'm going to encourage you to check this one out as well. Like I said, I actually saw this one first, so I got them backwards. But as far as releasing them for the show, I wanted to make sure I did them in the right order. So here you go, right? So you got the one from 1990, The Bronx Warriors, and then you've got this one right here, Escape from the Bronx. And check them out, man. If you like just good, you know, shoot 'em up, you know, unlikely teaming together, getting together and fighting adversaries, and yeah, it's just fun, man. It's good stuff. I recommend it. I'd give this one a 3.5 out of 5. So just a little less than the other one. But really, I enjoy them both about the same. So that says a lot. That's kind of it on this one. Let me know if you're a fan of these movies, right? Because they are obviously a knockoff in many, you know, multiple knockoffs. But it's got that Italian charm, man. I just can't resist it. Can't resist that Italian charm. That's what it's all about. And they just do some crazy stuff, man. It just makes you go, yep, you're not going to see that in any of our movies. So I tip the hat to you, Italian filmmakers of the 70s and 80s, because y'all did it right. No matter how goofy and crazy it got, you did it right. All right, folks, that's it for this one. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Hey, I forgot to mention, both of these are on Tubi, so you can watch them for free, so you're not losing anything. So check them out. Give me some feedback. Let me know. Shoot me some movies that you want me to check out, and we'll try to make that happen. All right, folks, that's it for this one. We will check you later.